Good morning, happy snowy Wednesday, which also happens to be the first Wednesday of the month, and that means
15% off all wine in store should you choose to brave the weather. It will be your reward.
come down. There's not too many people here right now, so you'll get our full attention and you'll get 15% off wine. So if you're deciding to play a little hooky today and maybe that snow looks like a little too daunting to go to work, it's not too daunting to go to the wine store.
Absolutely. We are here and we've got some great wines open this week.
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite producers, Pelassa.
Yes, I think I consumed about half of the last order, I believe, because it has just made it onto my table so many times.
That's why we had to reorder so soon.
Probably, yeah, probably. But let's start at the beginning. Do you want to start with the whites, talk about Pelassa a little bit while I pop this guy?
Let's do it. Let's
All
start
right.
with the whites. So we are
White's
up
fun.
in the northern side of Italy in Piedmont, and one of my favorite regions. So this is kind of the home of Nebbiolo, the more famous region of Barolo, and they do really refreshing, zesty whites. So Arnace is a typical varietal that you'll find here. And this particular one thing that I love about Mario and his family is that they really kind of play around with a little bit of blending, which isn't a lot of, I don't know, it's not so common, really.
It's really not common. There's not much common about Pelassa, though.
Yeah.
I mean, what they do is so unique. I think, for me, the problem with Piedmont, I mean, it happens to be maybe my favorite wine region because I do have like an unhealthy obsession with Barolo, but is that there's no entry-level wines because even like the Nebbiolo d'Alba or the sort of the step down from Barolo is typically $40. So these guys actually have Nebbiolo that's inexpensive. I mean, they have entry-level wines at 23, 24, 27 for this. Might be the best deal in the shop. If you look at my purchasing history, I certainly think so because I can't get enough of this wine. This like scratches the Nebbiolo itch in such an amazing way for less than $30. And I don't know if there's another wine in the market that does that. So
Completely. But when we get into his Bianco and Rosso, they're starting at $23.95.
Crazy.
You cannot find wine from this region at that price point that's really this good and totally crushable.
from an organic family, small estate winery, it really doesn't even make sense. But yet here we are. So
So Arnace, Favorita, and then just a little touch of Chardonnay to kind of round it out and soften it up a bit.
almost don't want to mention Chardonnay because it doesn't drink like Chardonnay at all. It's Arnace and Favorita, which are two great varieties you maybe haven't had before. Think fresh, lean, crisp, tropical touches, but really like lean and I'm not going to say summery, but lunchy. How's that? Great little lunch
Lunchy,
wine.
I like it.
Yeah.
Everybody needs some lunch wine. And
I
then he
love
does a really fun blend with the Rosso as well. So he's actually blending Barbera,
Yeah.
Cabernet Sauvignon, and some Merlot.
Bizarre blend. I didn't think I'd like it when I heard the blend, and then I tasted it. And it's still manages to capture like the essence of what Piedmont is, which to me is more about aromatics, prettiness, those pretty like, perfumed kind of like, rose petal aromas that you get from Nebbiolo. It's all in there. I don't know how he does it.
It's all there without
such a
being
great wine.
overly heavy or overpowering in any way too. It's so pretty.
If you haven't tried this wine yet, I absolutely think you need to come in and try it. But
I want this one.
this is where you need to get to eventually, because for me, the Cortian Riccata is the best deal in the shop. I'm not a big lover of Barbera. I just sometimes find it a little bit bony, like it doesn't have a lot of flesh to it, and it doesn't have the prettiness of Nebbiolo. But what they did with this was really brilliant. They have Nebbiolo and Barbera 50-50, and it really drinks more like Nebbiolo. It's got the lightness, the elegance, it's lifted, it's pretty, and the Barbera just seems to provide like a nice roundness in the mouth so that you
Yeah, it
don't
just
get
sort
kind
of like softens those edges because sometimes
Right.
Nebbiolo when it's young can be kind of like an angry teenager. Like it's
Yeah.
just got a lot
going off for no reason at all. But the aromatics on this really don't speak to a $27 wine. Like
Yeah.
for me, this is just a spectacular buy. If you're looking for something to do with some Italian food on the weekend,
And like
You won't
$4
beat
more,
this.
you
Yeah.
want to try it.
it really is a sensational buy.
And if you want to try all of them, they're in a little 6-pack because you're going to want more
One's
than
got a
one
pack.
bottle of each.
Yeah.
So we put 6 in a pack for you. Online, you can stay home, still shop, still try them,
Now
just
you're
in the
talking.
comfort of your own home with some fuzzy socks.
So you're saying someone can just right now go online, get all 3 of these delivered to their house, 2 bottles of each, and they don't even have to move?
They don't.
And what's it cost?
$137 is what we got it on for.
Come on.
I know. It's not the only thing you can get online right now, though.
It's not, but it's a heck of a good deal. There is one more thing you can get online, and as I've noticed this morning, a lot of people are doing it, and that's these guys. Mm-hmm. Not much room for us in the shot now, but the 12 Days of Wine is back, and just about everything in your life has gone up in the last year due to inflation, but guess what hasn't?
12 Days of Wine.
Yeah, 12 days. We managed to keep it the same, $249.95, right?
You got it. So this year, I don't know, have you heard of Willy Wonka?
I believe I'm familiar with the story, yeah. I read the book as a kid.
Well, we decided to take a little play on that and throw something extra special in a handful of these. There are 5 golden tickets inside the 12 Days of Wine this year.
I love it. I could not love this anymore. And what happens if you get a golden ticket in your case, Robin? What do you win?
We are going to host you and 11 of your friends at the University District location for a private tasting.
Wow, that's amazing. So basically you get
for $250.
Yeah, so for $250, and maybe get the golden ticket and get a free wine tasting. That's unbelievable. All right, so these you can buy online right now. You can pre-order them right now, and they're going to be available in the shops starting today.
Yeah.
All right. Now you also got some sparkling wine up there. What's that all about?
Well, since we were talking about Pelassa, there's a couple of new things that came to us from them this year. So we've got the new sparkling ice, which is awesome, $34. The coolest bubbly that we found, next to the bourbon. I don't know. Does anybody else know what Briquetto is?
I don't know if many people do, but I do. It's a fun little sparkling wine from Piedmont that you rarely see outside of Piedmont. It's red. It's a little lower in alcohol. It only sits at 5%, so I call that like a breakfast wine. Perfect kind of thing on
breakfast,
Christmas
lunch, and
morning.
dinner. We've got you covered.
Covered. We're good. But yeah, if you're looking for a fun, unique wine, that's going to be on tasting. That's going to be on tasting at Farmer Fizz, and there's only a handful of tickets left. So
10 tickets left to Farmer Fizz. It is November 19th. Tickets for $75. All sparkling wine. It is my most favorite festival that we host of every single year. So you want to jump on there because it's been a couple years, and we're finally doing all of our events again, and big fun ones. So we'll be all glammed up for Christmas. You're going to want to come check it out.
Yeah, we could not be more excited than to be doing festivals again. So this is it. Make sure you jump in because those tickets will probably be gone by tomorrow.
Pre-sale online. Wine is open. Come in for 15% off, or just
shop at home.
Reserve one of these.
Yeah, you got it. All right. Thanks very much. We will hopefully see you this week.